Okay, welcome back to one of Mr. Vasile's mini lectures with me, Mr. Vasile. Okay, today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to organize your note cards. So at this point, you've taken down X amount of note cards because your teacher said to have X amount of note cards done by X date, and hooray, you did it. So now that you have all these note cards done, the next step is to decide what the heck to do with them. You're like, no, well, I write my paper. No, that's not what you do right now. The first thing you need to do is look over all of your note cards and make sure that you have page numbers for every single one of them, make sure you have subtopics for every single one of them, and make sure that makes sense. Also, you have to have the source information available for each card. If you don't have the source information available for each card, please do so. Now, for example, if we take a look at this, this will be the next lesson, by the way, paraphrasing. But for now, we have to organize our note cards. When we're looking at the organization of note cards, we want to see that it has this right here, a subtopic, and it has this right here, a source number. Or if you didn't choose to use a source number, that you have the source information written somewhere on the card. Because eventually in your paper, you're going to have to put a little thing in parentheses after each idea that's not yours, PS, that's probably most of them. You're going to have to put the author or editor's last name, a space, and then the page number. So if you don't have the source information available, you'd better find it, because your life could get miserable without it. Now, also you'll end up doing the bad P, which is plagiarism. Now anyway, look at the bottom of your card. You should have a page number. You can see that right here. And this note card I have here, I have the page number available. So we know where it came from and what page it came from on that. Because eventually in my paper, I'm going to end up writing something that looks like this. It's going to look a little something like this. I know that this is a bad example, but here it is anyway modern day. Now, at this point, in parentheses, I'm going to put this. My author happens to be not listed, so I'm going to put Ruby. And then I'm going to put a space, and then I'm going to put 242. Close the parentheses, and then put a period. All right. Now you can see right here, this is the source citation. You can see the author and page number listed right there. That is not grammatically incorrect. Spell check is just being idiotic. What else is new? All right. So that's what your presentation, or rather what your citation should look like eventually down the road. But we're not worried about that now, so we'll just delete it and we'll move on. So when you're looking through your note cards, you have to decide what order you want to cover things in. Do I want to talk about modern day first, or do I want to talk about ancient day, or do I want to talk about struggles? You have to decide what order you're going to discuss things in, and then organize your note cards in that order. Then, once you have them organized in subtopic order, the next step is to actually read through them. Hopefully you have already read this information once or twice before, but now it's your time to get intimately familiar with them. It shouldn't just be something you vaguely have an idea of. Your note card information should be something you know in and out, up and down, all over and through, and all around. It's not something that you just look at and go, oh, it's something I copied down because I had to copy down stuff for my teacher because I need X amount of note cards done by X date. That's not what you're supposed to do. So if you did that, now you have to go back through and cut all of those cards that are absolutely useless and don't connect to your thesis statement. So with that in mind, please go through your note cards right now and decide what information am I going to use to prove my thesis, and what order do I want to cover that information in the paragraph that I'm eventually going to write. Now, if you have any questions, please rewind this video and listen to me drone on and on about organizing, but otherwise, go to it and get yourself organized so that you can have a successful paper. And then in the next episode, we'll be talking about putting the good P in your paper, and that's paraphrasing.